What's up guys, Alex the Car Guy here, and in today's video, if you're a longer time viewer of the channel, you might actually recognize the vehicle I'm in, my 2003 Ford Windstar, that last year I got for free. Basically the only caveat was I had to get it running, and I pushed the fuel pump, and got it running good, and did a bunch of work on the brakes, and now it was my daily driver, up until I got the Charger running a couple months ago. And now, doing the exact same thing it did last year whenever it was sitting in my dad's yard. And I have no idea why, because I can hear the fuel pump going behind me. So I know that the fuel pump that has, that I have to drop the tank to get out if I have to replace it, is still working. And it's basically only a year old too. And I didn't even start daily driving this car until December of last year. So, like, really, that fuel pump hasn't been used that much. So. I don't know if you can hear it, but I can hear the fuel pump going. So it should be getting fuel. The fuel pump should still be working. I mean, so basically what happened is it was low on fuel. I parked it at my house here in the ditch, kind of, and I assumed, because I had this happen before one time, that was just that it's slanted. As you can tell, it's kind of slanted. I know the fuel pump's kind of like in the middle there, and so I put some gas into it. About 4 gallons of gas in the tank now. Brand new gas. Literally bought the gas yesterday, and this won't start. The battery is also dead, so I'm using my truck over there. My beautiful truck. The one car that's never let me down, except for the one time it did let me down when I was in high school, but that was because of something dumb that I did with the cooling system. That was me being a lazy fuck, and the fact that that car is still reliable as it is. I just put a new battery into it because it wasn't being reliable, and now it's perfect, Future plans for that vehicle actually are get the AC running, because I have missing AC lines, then I think because they're leaking, and once I get those done, I should be able to have working AC in that truck. And then we're gonna turn that into a little Hellcat, basically, a little V6 Hellcat, basically, V6 Trackhawk. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't know, they actually made some of those vehicles supercharged from factory. They have like an Eaton supercharger in them, and I'm trying to supercharge my Xterra because it's naturally aspirated right now, like 180 horsepower. It's kind of sluggish on the highway, but with the supercharger, it gets up to like 210 horsepower, which is actually more horsepower than this van actually here. This van has 200 horsepower. That's why I call it the Mustang, because that's why I call it the Mustang sometimes. I actually got that Mustang emblem on there because it has the same V6 that a V6 Mustang would have. And it's actually got more horsepower than the V6 Mustang of the same year. V6 Mustang from 2003 made like 180 horsepower. This car makes 200 horsepower and like 200 something pound-feet of torque, so it's pretty decent. I'm gonna try and start just the easy stuff. Put it in neutral. Okay, so it didn't try and start. It's trying to start. But now it does that again. Like, I don't understand. It only seems to put fuel in the cylinders, like, it doesn't seem to like want to be putting fuel in. Like, what the hell? Let's set a new key, apparently. It's not got a carb, but, might as well just flip the fucking gas pedal a couple times. Like, is it flooded? I thought it would be flooded, but it should be clear flood mode. No, I mean, if it was flooded, I think it would have started trying to start. But that's weird. I almost wanted to just, like, try and pull it with the the truck, and just trying to like pull it onto like the road, so like it's like on flat ground maybe. I might honestly try that just to see, but this is a fucking pain in my ass. I'm gonna take one of these spark plugs out just to see what's the inside of the engine's looking like. So Let's take a look at how they look. First time I've seen one of the spark plugs from this engine. I mean, nasty, but... So, inside of the piston, at least number 1, I think it's number 1 right here. Looks pretty decent, actually. And this spark plug, I think, is fine. But... I feel like, I mean, it was running perfectly fine. This is like not, in the cranks and stuff, just not starting it. I don't know why the heck. But, Took the idle air control valve off to see if I can see anything obvious. I don't see anything obvious. Do see some liquid down there. Probably just oil or whatever, because the way modern engines work. I'm gonna try and start it with the idle air control valve off and see if it actually, like, maybe it's like this valve is broken or something and it's just like not getting it air when it's starting to start. So maybe that's why. Let's see. Like, where the hell's my key at? Oh, it's so dead now. So next thing I'm thinking about doing is disconnecting these fuel lines and seeing if there's actually fuel coming out of them. Because these are the fuel lines that lead all the way to the fuel pump. These lead to the thing. I'm gonna see if there's actually fuel coming out of them or not. And if there's not fuel coming out of them, I know it's something with fuel delivery. If there is fuel coming out of them, I know it's something else that's causing it to not work. So hopefully I can figure this out. I mean, I want to know maybe my injectors just aren't injecting fuel. You know, maybe just the injectors just all died at the same time somehow. Okay, I'm finally getting somewhere. So I found this little Schrader valve for the fuel. Yeah, the fuel lines and stuff like that. I'm gonna see if I can hook something in there and see if there's fuel coming out. The little pick here I got so it worked perfectly. What I'm trying to do now. Let's see. Let's see what we can get out of here. Okay, so that's something out. Smells like gasoline. Great cleaner. Let's see if this flame will start an engine. It's not getting gas. Fresh gas. And one more. Let's see how's it go. As you guys could just see, my lawnmower is now doing the exact same thing that my van is doing, where if you haven't watched the last video, it'll now. Oh, what? I got a fucking frog in my window. What the fuck? No, not going in. Get off. Get off, frog. I'm not a big fan of frogs, so you better get the fuck off my car. There he goes. Oh my god. Oh, poor little frog. Now, both my van and my lawnmower, that the common thing between those two is that I put gas from a specific gas can into them, and it had the gas both came from the same place.
So there's a possibility I got bad gas. But I go to that gas station all the time. I've never gotten bad gas from them. So I'm not thinking it's that. I trust that gas station. It's Circle K in my house. I trust it. Yeah, so now both of them, they'll crank. You know, I'll like pull the ripcord for the lawnmower, and it'll, you know, do all that stuff. But it won't fire. It'll fire for a second, and they'll immediately die out. Well, it's basically the exact same thing my van was doing. So now what I'm beginning to think, because I actually left that gas can out in the outside a few times, and it's Florida. It's summer in Florida, so it rains a lot. So what I'm assuming, a very likely thing that happened is water got into that gas can, and I put that water mixed gas into my vehicles, into my engines, and that's why they're not working anymore. Because I know I heard the fuel pump like whining, so I don't think it's a fuel. And also, it's less than a year old. That's a new fuel pump. I put that in August of 2024, and I didn't even start daily drive. I barely drove. I started up that van like once every 2 weeks. And I didn't have it registered. I didn't get that van registered until December. And I daily drove that van basically up until, I want to say, like, I mean, I was daily driving it up until basically I got my charger running. So that's like end of July. So really, only about 8 months is how much I do. And I still drove this car all the time too. So like I like to give my cars equal amounts of time, you know. And Jesus, this dude needs to fucking learn how to fucking do this. Feel me, goddamn. And this dude behind me is to learn how to fucking get, get the fucking following distance. Holy shit, come on. But yeah, so hopefully what that means is, oh, poor animal on the side of the road. Hopefully what that means is, all I need to do is drain the gas, put good gas that doesn't have water in it, and it should fire right up. And I have actually somewhat done a little bit of stuff actually. I used my liquid transfer pump thing to like drain the gas tank on my lawnmower, and I didn't get all of it. And I started up, and ooh, there's a cop going and doing something here. But what happened was, what's it call it? I got fucking distracted now. I siphoned out the gas out of my lawnmower, and I did leave a little bit in, and I did like go and try and like basically just keep on like pull it on the ripcord and just make it like ramp up the gas that way. But it did actually start, and it ran like shit. Then evened out, then started running like shit again, and eventually it died out. It ran out of gas. So basically just like ran out all the gas out of it, which is basically what I'm gonna be doing for the van. Unfortunately, I can't siphon the gas out of that car, guys. I have a little filter on the gas tank. So, oh, that's kind of cool. This Ram got a big ass dent in it, and they put they painted a little sunflower, and that's cool.
Alright, I just disconnected these fuel lines. I don't know which one is the one that I assume one brings the gas to the fuel rail, and one is a return line. I'm not sure which one, so I'm going to try and figure that out. But what I'm going to do is basically just jump the battery, basically, so it has a running vehicle, my Xterra. And then basically just connect the jumper cables and then just, hit the, put the key into the on position so that it primes the fuel pump and just keeps on dumping fuel out of the fuel lines and see, so yeah. This might look like a bunch of silly stuff, but in reality, it's actually a master plan to get the gas out of my gas tank and into this bucket so I can put fresh gas that doesn't have water in it, and I can actually use this car again. I have no idea why there's no fuel getting to here, so new plan. It's a clogged fuel. Maybe fuel filter is completely clogged up, but I don't know. Fuel is not getting to the engine. Okay, let's see if we can get the van started.
What? What do you mean it's doing something else now?
It's not gas.
Damn. Man. Alright, well.
Should I beat the starter up and see?
Well, at least now the, it's getting lower now. Yeah, anyways. It wants to come back. It wants to come back. I got it for a second, I think.
Definitely wants to.
Yeah, man. I think we just need to let it sit there for a little bit with the power. Space some starting fluid. Man, it's still not getting enough gas.
How you gonna push it back exactly, Alex?
Be a good cameraman. And tell me if I'm gonna fucking like go away too long.
Hold on. I thought you gonna break the fender, buddy.
What?
You gonna break the fender in the front.
Interesting. Interesting strategy. Push. Push. Stop. Stop, stop, stop. Well, it definitely worked.
Now, how easy was that?
It was pretty easy. It's because I'm strong, that's why. A lot easier with two people than doing it one person. Yeah, this is a 1-year-old pump. I bought this like barely even that long ago, so let me get some stuff to not get fuel everywhere real quickly. Okay, so got the tank drained. This is the gas from the tank. Here's my fuel pump. Gas and water don't mix. So what I'm thinking is this is still good gas I can use to run the vehicle. The water is going to be at the bottom, so I have it like kind of set up so it's going to be picking up gas, not water. So there she goes.